Welcome, guys, to the first episode of JJ Talks with Josh and
Jeannie.
And here we are. It is 3 weeks, baby. We've been married for 3 weeks now. It is now 2021.
Yeah.
So crazy. 2020 was a year, right? But so happy that 12/12/20 we got married, and here we are now 3 weeks later. Baby, how do you feel after being married to me now for 3 weeks?
At first it was surreal. Right now I feel like life just goes on. Still having a relationship with you is just a different status, and I think now we have different goals than before, which is very, very exciting.
Yeah.
So that's all.
And
how about you?
I mean, for me, I think it's great because, like you said, we focus on different things now. It was before we were planning a wedding, and now we're like planning a life together.
Yes.
But hold on, let's talk about that wedding for a bit because I proposed to you in 2019, right? And we were supposed to get married early 2020, and we're ready. We had like everything booked, right, earlier in the year, and then boom, COVID happened, and that was terrible. And so, do you remember like how that was, like March, April, right? We had to like postpone everything, and there was so much unknown. How did you feel back then? Do you remember?
I really felt like everything was so uncertain. I don't feel safe. I thought about a lot of things. I panicked about a lot of things. But yeah, when God gives you the way in the end, right? So when you let go and you just keep praying to God, that's just how I feel, guys. But when you pray to God and like just ask Him if it's the way, please just make everything okay, and He will just give you the way if it's meant to be.
And baby, I think it was in His timing that it worked out perfectly, right? And we were worried. We didn't know if it was gonna happen. We actually postponed from all the way to August. And then in August, we were like, oh, this isn't happening anytime soon. So we were like, hey, we have to go maybe end of December. And things just fell into place. And I think I would say we had what I would say is a dream wedding. What do you think about that?
I think we made it something that is very us, which is, for me, it's simple, it's intimate, which I'm thankful for. Still like the decoration, even though it's simple. I think the hardest part for me was actually getting 3 families to be okay with each other. And to be okay with the wedding. So much expectations, but I'm still glad that eventually it ended up into what I would want it to be, what we would want it to be. So
and I think there was a lot of that. I mean, I would say drama, right, leading up to. But I don't think there's any perfect kind of wedding, and especially since we're coming from various cultures like Batak, Chinese, and also Western culture, like trying to mix all that. I think what was really important was just compromise. Thankfully, to our families, like everybody. You know, even though it wasn't ideal and it wasn't perfect 100%, like there was always, even on the day of.
I don't think there's ever gonna be a perfect wedding. I think it's just gonna be like imperfectly perfect wedding.
And I love that both of us were able to work together to create it, right? That's so important. Instead of having just a template from a wedding organizer, like, okay, just do whatever you want. Like, I got my lights, right? That was so cool. That was my favorite part. Like, what was your favorite part of the day?
My favorite part is my dress. And my makeup.
So beautiful. My goodness. So beautiful. And we had a dance. That was cool. It wasn't just a rocking back and forth dance. Right? So definitely dream wedding, but it was just a day. It was just one day, and now we have the rest of our lives. And I remember from the very beginning of the relationship, I was like, baby, this isn't just a dating pacaran, like happy, fun, but no, let's be serious and let's actually plan. I think the words I said was building a family, building a life together, right? And I love that, you know, you weren't a girl that was expecting me to be super rich or super successful, right? Well, I mean, what was it? What is it that you expected from me?
I just expect you to be there. I just expect to have a loyal husband who I can like rely on, who's always there when I need him the most. Who want to work things out together, I guess. Even though maybe it's still unclear for me how to work things out, but that's what I want.
And that challenge has actually, I mean, 3 years into this relationship now, we still have like communication problems. But the best part,
Yeah.
I think, through this whole journey of us, like, you know, dating and now like being engaged and being married, was having someone there with us,
Yes.
right? And so super, super big shout out to Pastor Alex, Pastor Janae,
Yes.
because they really walked with us, right? Do you remember that process of just what happened before the wedding, the times we met them and did what's called premarital counseling, right? Tell me about
And the
that.
additional pre-marriage counseling.
Yeah, yeah, we had plus session, like extra sessions.
Yeah. I think they're really, really patient with us, and they're very helpful. It's not like, okay, you only have 3 premarital counseling. No, but if we want to meet them, even outside of the premarital counseling, they're always open to helping other people,
Yeah.
which is why I'm really thankful we had them for our counseling, and for, I hope they can be our relationship mentors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's so important to have somebody. I think that's a benefit, such a blessing that we have somebody that walked with us.
Yeah.
Because guys, this whole relationship thing, if you've ever been in a relationship or are in a relationship, you'll probably know it is no joke. It
Yes.
is not easy.
Yes.
And if you are trying to make it easy or perfect, then eventually you'll find out it's not easy and perfect.
Yeah, there's no such thing as a perfect relationship. Never compare your relationship with other relationship. Never compare your guy to another guy. Never compare your wedding to another wedding, because at the end it's just between you and him. It's not like how big is my wedding, how many people I can invite. You know, it's just about you and him, and like what actually makes you guys happy.
And I really learned a lot from our relationship, because I wanted the big one. I wanted like 1,000 people, everyone and their mother to show up, and you just wanted a small intimate. But we found through the process and journey like a way to compromise and in a way make everybody decently happy. At least we were happy. I was happy, right? I thought you looked beautiful on that day. I had so much fun from start to finish. But yeah, now the next step is what's next, right? What is next? Now that the wedding day is done, you know, we've got the rest of our lives to just ask each other every day, what do we want to eat until we die? Or what else? What do you see in this relationship moving forward?
More adventures, more of experiencing other stuff that we haven't do in our life together, and taking risk together.
Yeah.
Having kids,
Oh,
maybe.
she wants the family, guys.
And maybe have our own house.
Yeah.
And decorate our own house.
One of her favorite things, she's been, for this past like week, we've been in vacation, and she's just watching HGTV, Home and Garden Television, and just
I
loves
do like it.
the renovation shows.
No, it's even before I'm married to someone. I've always liked designing things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so stay tuned. In 100 episodes, we will have our own house, hopefully, right? Amen.
Amen.
And that's what I'm excited, because we get to plan this out together. We get to do this together instead of just plop and then it's there. And then I don't know. I feel like even through our relationship, you know, learning and building it, now I have more to value. Every day I value more and more. And I remember Pastor Alex saying to us, like, relationship is a gift. Your partner is a gift, and that's how I've tried to see you and treat you. With as you're the most valuable thing, right? If you have a gift or something, you don't want to throw that away or make it, you know, damage it or anything. So that's definitely what. Okay, and for me, hold on, moving forward. So that's her stuff. She wants the house, the kids, the family.
Yeah. What is it that you want?
What is it that I want? I want the house. The house would be nice, right?
Yeah.
We're still again, as the millennials of this age, you know, we're still trying to figure out, you know, apartment or house. How to even finance that.
Tell us what you guys think.
Yeah.
Apartment or house?
Yeah, some people are like, oh yeah, apartment is nicer, whatever, or house
Yeah.
is land and investment, whatever. But we're taking this one step at a time. People are asking, when are the kids coming? We're like, stay tuned later. You don't want to wait too long, right? You don't want to wait too long.
Yeah.
But after the wedding, we had Christmas with families. Family. So here's the thing that I learned about being with you. We both don't come from the most perfect or ideal families, but what I've learned from you is that family is an important aspect of life.
Yes.
Right? We went to a family gathering a few days ago, and the theme is that family will always be there for you,
Yes.
no matter what.
Amen.
No matter the drama or the problems
Yeah.
or the whatever. right? Family. What is it growing up that made family so important for you?
There's this saying, right? Blood is thicker than water. So I feel like no matter what, whatever drama that your family actually created, in the end, like you always go home to them. So you can either hate your family or love your family, like love going home or like hate people that you're living with. So I choose to love them despite all the drama they created, right? I think that's the kind of family that we want to make as well, but probably like better communication than I had with my family, maybe, because I'm not good with dealing with serious stuff. I can only like laugh about stuff. That's what I think.
And the family that I grew up with obviously was just about let's either talk too much about it or don't talk about it at all, right? But moving forward, what I love is when I say we're building, we're not just kind of forgetting our past or forgetting in our past. Our big past, part of our past is our family, but we're building on top of it. What could we do better, right? What is it you think that's one of the most, in the past 3 years, let's just say 3 years, the past 3 years you've been with me, what's the biggest or one of the biggest challenges that you've had? This is real talk time, real talk.
Okay. For me, I think the big challenges is to make you be at my level of like the playfulness and me being on the same level as you being serious when we're having the intense fellowship. And being as calm as you, I think that's hard. That's what's difficult for me, I guess.
And how have you been able to, in our journey of our relationship, been able to like deal with that or whatever?
Pray to God, like just ask God for strength. And I don't know, I feel like God is the one who can really change your heart. Like nobody can change another person, right? So I think if I have to change myself and it's really very hard, I think God will help me somehow and like make me realize by myself, or God will help you somehow and make you realize by yourself. So which is why it's always important to have God in the center of everyone's relationship. Like when you have a problem, run to God. Like just for me, like the last resort is actually praying. No, it actually shouldn't be the last resort. It should be like the first and last resort. Right? So that's it for me.
And I've seen you really try so hard and to grow, to be able to be patient. I think that was the number one thing. And I agree with you. For me, it was the same thing. I think in the beginning, you know, and what I've learned in relationships, I just want you to change, right? Like, why aren't you like this? But I think we both came to that point in our relationship where both of us were like, okay, we're gonna surrender the other person to God and just let Him deal with you and better focus on me, right? We talked about, you know, what can I do? Because we can't change the other person, but we can change ourselves.
I wanna add another thing, which is the mentor. Relationship mentors.
Yes.
Because sometimes you pray to God about it and then like it doesn't happen as fast as you want it to be. Sometimes it actually helps to have a third perspective, like outside perspective, which is why it's always nice to have relationship mentors, and they can guide you and help you see what's good and what's not, and like help you see what you're actually missing. It's not about like good or not, like you always say there's no right or wrong, right? But it's always about like getting on the same page, right? That's what you always say. And
back again, we're going to shout out Pastor Alex, Pastor Janae, because they were there for us. And also,
I feel like this is an endorsement.
It is. No, we are, because here's the thing. Anybody that's watching, if you were watching this far and you are in a relationship or plan to get one, I don't think you should do it alone, right? Some people, they try so hard. And we actually, at the beginning, we tried to do it alone, but we realized we just can't. And it's not, and the mentors are super important, to reach out to someone that has more experience, that knows what they're doing, but also to surround ourselves in a community that is also going to support us, right? I remember the message from our wedding, right? Remember Pastor Alex said, who you surround yourself with is so important, especially in a relationship. That's why we have a wedding with many people, so that we can keep accountable to them. If not, you know, we're gonna have those friends when we're angry at each other, like, oh yeah, Jeannie is such a jerk, just leave her.
Yeah.
Right? We don't want that. We want people that will tell us to be like, no, you married her, go back and deal with her, you know, like figure it out. And I love that we have that community, and I think that's so important. I think everybody, you know, don't be so selfish, don't be so egoistic to think that you can do this relationship. And even though a relationship is between two people and it's special and whatever, but you're not in this world by yourself. We're not just two people, right?
That's right. It's not just the two of us. It's more complicated than that, yeah. And also because when you marry someone, like, this is like an Indonesian thing, I don't know if you know that, but when you marry someone, you're actually married to their family as well. So that's the saying that maybe doesn't really make sense to some people, but I believe in that, because when I get married to someone, this is how I felt before I got married to you. Like, if I marry someone, I really wanna be okay with his family, like be okay with everybody, you know. And I think that would actually really help with the relationship as well.
And that's something you've really taught me, baby, this past 3 years. And I love that through this past holiday season, we've been able to have those times with our family. And I'm excited and I'm looking forward to us having our own family in the future.
Amen.
Future.
Which can be in like 1 month.
Future. And really, and at the end of this, like, why are we even doing a vlog? Why are we even like talking and sharing? Is because we have gone through tough moments, super tough moments. We've gone through super big drama, right? We've gone through all sorts of even financial stuff and whatever, everything, right? But now that we've gone over those things, still a lot of things to learn. We want to, again, deliver that message that nobody should do this alone. Nobody should try to date alone or be engaged alone or even be married alone. Right now, even though we're married, we're not going to just disappear, because I have those couple of friends that they got married and then they're either just like in their own world, or I don't know, like yes. And so I want to, like, that's why we're still committed to like not just journeying with each other but with others. And we'll see where this goes. What we know, we're expecting the challenges, we're expecting the fights, but we're expecting the happy fun times as well, because that's, you know, this whole thing is, marriage is a good thing. It's a
marriage
great
is
thing.
An adventure. That's what it is.
Absolutely. And I'm happy to adventure with you, baby.
Yes.
Ooh, cheesy talk. Lovey-dovey talk. Anyways, it is 3 weeks, not even first month of this. We had our wedding. We had Christmas.
We had New Year. We helped my brother to get engaged.
Yes, and now her younger brother is engaged. And so, yeah, this is just a fun time. Actually, a lot of people are getting married and engaged in this time. We're seeing on the Insta stories, so maybe it's your time next. Anyways, baby, closing thoughts for the viewers. Today we're talking about our dream wedding, family, and our future journey together, wherever that may be, our adventure together. What is it? What is one message for those people out there? And the ones that are even the single ones, the ones that want to get in a relationship, the ones that are in a relationship, the ones that just broke up. What's your message to them?
Always find gratitude in wherever you are actually at right now. Like, if you're single, be grateful that you're actually single, because maybe you have more free time. If you're in a relationship, be grateful because you have someone that you possibly might have a future together. If you are engaged, just be grateful about it. If you're married, be grateful of the future adventures that you're gonna have. Just don't compare your life with other people, and just focus on what you have and be happy about it.
That's awesome. I remember the thing, this word comparison is a relationship killer.
Yeah.
Right? Not just in two people relationships, but even in family relationships and friendships. And so, baby, I think you summed it up pretty well. And let's keep doing this. We're just gonna keep sharing our random, even our life. We might even become a couple of influencers. No, we won't. Just kidding. But we're just here to share life. And if you guys want to reach out to us, ask us how to have the most awesome wedding ever with an awesome dress and awesome lights, let us know. We definitely want to help you guys out because it's possible. Definitely take it from us. It's possible to have that dream wedding. Yeah. So thank you, baby, for your time today. This was JJ Talk episode 1. Boom, first episode. And hopefully you guys will stay tuned for the next one. We'll see you guys later. Hey guys, if you liked this episode, thanks so much for checking us out. Don't forget to subscribe or follow or whatever it is from whichever platform. But if you do want to check out photos and videos from our wedding, check out our website, www.joshxgenie.com. And shout us out, give us a little chat or a message, and we'll talk to you soon.